Hey guys, hope everything is going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. So today I wanted to touch base on history, right? And knowing the history of the hobby is very important. And me, myself, just to tell you guys and gals, I wanted to be a history major, but I realized that there were not that many job opportunities out there. So I decided not to do that. But in my free time, I just listen to people who know a lot about history, right? There's this one, I think, philosopher, George Santayana, and he says that those who do not know their history are condemned to repeat it. So that's why I like looking at these things that a lot of people that they don't look at, right? People say, oh, negative this, negative that. No, you got to understand the past so you could try to understand what's going on right now. That's how I do my analysis. And in the 1980s, there's an important court case where it was basically Fleer suing Topps. I think it was maybe 81. And it was regarding how they had a monopoly on the market. And the judge initially agreed, hey, look, yeah, Fleer can come out with their own product, right? Now, there were some differences. Topps had the gum, and then Fleer eventually came out with the sticker. So they kept on going at court with each other, Topps and Fleer, Fleer and Topps. But ultimately what came out of it was more supply hit the market. And then you had Donruss, right? So you have all of the supply hitting the market shortly after, these lawsuits are going down. And now we have so much product out there, right? All of the sports. Right now, there's licensing with these companies. Yeah, that's true. But how many rookie cards are there? Hobby Shark mentioned this in the video the other day. He's like, hey, these young guys, and we're not that old, right? But these younger guys in their 20s, they don't know the history, right? They're the ones chasing the Justin Herbert 1/1 card, right? Which used Kurt's card care, right? And that allegedly fetched $1.1 million. That's a sale I don't believe that occurred, but, I could be wrong.
I think that the crazy part is what people actually, it shows that they don't know the history of things, because Dan Marino has one rookie card. John Elway has one rookie card. How many rookie cards does Justin Herbert have?
Jesus.
How many rookie cards does Joe Burrow have? Yeah. If I sit here and I say to somebody, who was the last Hall of Fame baseball player to have one rookie card, there's half the hobby that can answer me and say Ricky Henderson, and there's the other half that just sit there and they look at me puzzled.
$1.1 million. There's so many Herbert cards. Herbert hasn't done jack, right? I mean, even Mahomes. I just did a podcast with Paulie Donuts. It's going to come out sometime next week or 2 weeks from now. And we're talking about it. Hey, look, at least Mahomes, he's going to go to, 2 Super Bowls. He may win a second one. While you look at Herbert, Herbert's a decent quarterback, but he's not on that level, right? He's not on the level of Burrow, at least right now. And you're pricing in a $1.1 million card. You're pricing in 6, 7 Super Bowls? I mean, how many Super Bowls will he win, right? It's just crazy, right? A Dan Marino card hasn't gotten to that level. Dan Marino was a great quarterback. Steve Young was a decent quarterback. John Elway, right? You haven't gotten to that level, and you have this crazy pricing going on, right? Once again, I think Hanky Panky is going down. Now, regards to the 1980s, right? And Hobby Shark was saying, hey, look, if you go back, what's the last prominent player with one rookie card? And if you look at it, it was Ricky Henderson. That was his example, right? Ricky Henderson, 1980 Topps card of Ricky Henderson. If you have a PSA 10, that value is first of all, it's hard to get a PSA 10. And it's a huge premium for having a 10 over a 9, which makes sense. Now, why aren't the guys in their 20s chasing after a solidified card, and these guys have the money? Why are they chasing the Herbert card, right? Is that for market manipulation? That's one theory out there. Or are they just like, hey, look, let's throw money in whatever we want. My dad's rich, so we're doing that. I don't know. It doesn't logically make sense to me. And this is why it's important to know the history of the hobby, and then also history of economics and finance, right? Just looking at it from a finance perspective, right? I was talking to LT, and LT says like, hey, this influencer culture, this thing is not going to last. Eventually, the whole house of cards is going to come down like 2008. You're going to have a deflationary depression. What happens when you have deflation? Everything hits the fan, right? If you're forced to liquidate it because, you need to raise cash, well, you're not going to get that $1.1 million. I mean, heck, would you even be able to get $100,000? Who knows, right? So it is what it is. Just wanted to point that out there that, hey, gotta know your history, gotta understand financial history as well, getting into this if you're speculating. And a lot of people don't, and they're going to learn the hard way, right? Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.